It's Sunday morning, November 3rd, 2019, and I am out exploring some primitive tracks in the wilderness north of Sudbury, Ontario. When it comes down to it, I love the snow, and this is something that I need to admit to myself because I will complain plenty about cold weather. But snow adds such an interesting layer to any adventure, making it instantly more memorable. And I find that as time goes on, the better prepared I am for it with the base layer underwear, the boots, the gaiters, the knit hat, the more I enjoy being out in it.
Bon appetit.
First of all, this campsite was a great find. I stumbled upon it around 1 p.m. and I knew right away that I wanted to spend the night here. Second, that spaghetti was so satisfying. Right now it is 6 p.m. on Sunday night and I'm composing an email to OK 4-Wheel Drive. I want to make a list of all the things for them to look at on the Jeep when I visit the shop in December. It's mostly minor stuff, rattle here, a strange noise there. I want to make sure that the Jeep is rock solid for the new year. It's Monday morning, 8:30 a.m. I woke up to a gentle snowfall, and now I'm going to head toward town. I need to find internet access so I can send off that email that I wrote last night, and I also need some grocery items. Although in this weather, getting to town might be an adventure in itself. I stopped to check out a lakeside camping area that looked inviting. There's picnic tables, fire rings, pit toilets, a tire swing if you're into that sort of thing. It's probably a seasonal hotspot. Marking it on the GPS. And now it's raining. Supposed to end at 3:45 p.m. and right now it's noon. So much for my picturesque snowfall. This is unpleasant. When I get into town, I think I'm going to look for a place to get a bite to eat. I'm in Sudbury, Ontario at a restaurant and I'm just in the back of the Jeep freshening up. Fresh t-shirt and Old Spice Wolfthorn has its work cut out for it. Chicken fried chicken at Kelsey's was really good. Eat your heart out, Cracker Barrel. But the real MVP was Old Spice. Thank you, Old Spice, for doing all the heavy lifting. Okay, I need more milk in particular, and maybe a snack and fresh greens. I sort of messed up, and I don't usually let this happen, but I was in town for too long. Groceries, gas, trying to find my way around, and I found an outdoor store, tried on boots. By the time I came outside, it was dark, and I had no idea where I was going to spend the night. So right now, I'm just exploring back road, hoping for the best. As I was trying to find a place to spend the night, I was particularly looking for primitive roads that didn't have any tire tracks in the snow. This would mean that the road hadn't been traveled in the last 3 days and would ensure a safe and quiet camping experience. No such luck, however. Pretty much every road that I encountered was recently traveled, so I said heck with it, and I turned down this track that I saw on Gaia GPS. It's about 4 kilometers long, and I explored the length of it. It's nothing but woods, some flat spots, and an ATV trailhead. Other than that, there's no reason for anyone to come down here tonight. So it's not a glamorous campsite, but it's quiet, it's discreet, and I feel safe. And that's what's important. It's Wednesday morning, traveling westbound in Ontario, and I just lucked out a little bit. I searched for gas stations in Google Maps, and municipal water fill station came up. So my water was low, and it was a great opportunity to top off. Potable water is harder to find up north, especially during the winter, so I took advantage of it. This pizza recipe is a repeat from last week, but I had some leftover ingredients, and I also found that mini garlic naan at the grocery store. I found that made a really good base. The only thing I don't have this week is a protein to put on top of it. A snow squall just passed through and dumped a pile of snow on me in about 5 minutes. It was really beautiful, but all my cookware was out, my stove, it all got coated, my camera. So I've got that in the Jeep right now, thawing. That was awesome. The pizza was perfectly cooked and delicious. The campfire was phenomenal. And there's something about a fire in the snow that I just absolutely love. But I'm about 100 kilometers northwest of Sudbury, Ontario, and I'm trying to find a backcountry route with a northern arc to Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, which is going to be my last stop in Canada. I don't know how much luck I'm going to have finding that route because I'm already 75 kilometers off pavement. I hear heavy logging operations going on to the west, and my maps don't instill a lot of confidence. If I have to backtrack, that's okay. It's no less an adventure. It's a sunny Wednesday morning, 8:30 a.m. and 19 degrees Fahrenheit. I am westbound through the backcountry on my way to Sault Ste. Marie, hopefully without backtracking. This road is just wide enough for the Jeep. It's not looking too good, but I'm gonna keep following it until it dead ends. Alright, the road beyond the wrecked truck is distinctly ATV, so I'm not thrilled about it, but I might be backtracking, and far. There's one more possible connector, maybe 4 kilometers long. No guarantees. opened up. That road was so sketchy. I am so stoked that the road opened up. I must have had the handsaw out at least a dozen times, and that was before I winched the tree out of the way. I was like, should I turn around? Should I turn around? And I saw this road, and I hoped that it connected, but I wasn't sure. Yes. I wasn't planning on spending another night in the wilderness, but I stumbled upon this designated camping area, and I looked at my map, I looked at the time, it was 3 p.m. By the time I got to pavement, it would be dark out, and then I'd be faced with the problem of finding a place to camp. So, this campsite is beautiful. It's on a lake, and it feels like a best-kept secret. I took that as a sign, and I settled in. Now I'm making myself some soup. I'll focus on making my way into town tomorrow. This is by far the hardest part. It's 5:30 p.m., already dark out, freezing temperatures, no cell service, no firewood, no new movies on my iPad. I don't have anything to do but to go to bed. So I'm tucked into my 2 sleeping bags. I'll be warm tonight, but I'll probably be stirring way early, like 4:30, 5 a.m. Clear sky, that's what I like to see. Unless it's 10 degrees, which it is, and I'm approaching my comfort limit, or my discomfort limit, if you will. But I'm not even going to bother making coffee this morning. I'm going to break camp, I have a lot of ground to cover, and make my way to town. Alright, we are mobile. My driver's side front fog light started flaking out on me yesterday, but I checked. It seems to be only the wiring harness, so it should be an easy fix. Either way, I'm not going to do it in the snow. I finally made it to Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, and it's around noon on Thursday. Right now I'm enjoying a beautiful public park that's right on the river, and after this I'm going to head downtown to get to know my way around. Hopefully also grab a bite to eat because I'm famished. Bushplane Museum? Wicked. I can't miss this. Sault Ste. Marie, not Sault Ste. Marie. I've been saying it wrong and I apologize. But I love bushplanes. They're symbolic of adventure, and no, that's what these are. They're adventure planes. Well, I'm going to call that a wrap for this week. It's Thursday afternoon. I still have some business to see to, like finding fast internet and also eating. I haven't done that yet today. I got distracted by bush planes. But before I do that, I want to wish Canada a fond farewell. I've been here for a little over 3 months, and it's been an amazing experience. From New Brunswick to Nova Scotia to Newfoundland to Labrador to Quebec to Ontario, every single province holds fond memories for me. So thank you, Canada, for being awesome and just for being an amazing host during my stay. But as always, I hope you all enjoyed this week's adventure, and I will catch up with you again next Friday. Or Saturday. It's usually Saturday, isn't it?